which it could be, because in Area 51, it's like weapons, aliens, stuff like that, right? Like classified info?
Very classified. Like, I mean, like, we're talking more than, like, the Manhattan Project classified.
And just give a quick recap for everyone out there about the Manhattan.
The Manhattan Project was the
Can't
first...
say that.
The what?
I can't
The
say
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
All
Yeah.
right. The Manhattan Project was the very first nuclear project to make the very first atomic bomb during World War II to end the war, and we bombed Hiroshima with it. Good job, United States. You did it again.
Wow.
Again?
Again,
What was the time before that?
Didn't you say it's the first?
Yes. You did it again. You won another war.
So what do you think that there? What is in there then? I mean, obviously it's space stuff, right? Or is it?
If you've played a video game or you've watched a fake animated TV series, like, fiction or movies, it's almost always the same stuff. Aliens, spaceships, prototype weapons. And I think, honestly, the one that makes the most sense to me is the third one, prototype weapons. Like maybe pulse weapons, like using like energy, like batteries as ammo, or lasers, or...
The Fortnite scar?
Yes.
It's just sitting in there?
Yes.
Glowing gold.
The gold scar from Fortnite.
I bet.
Insert Fortnite music here. But
I think the what you're saying about like what the weapons being the laser weapons. There's been some like high intensity lasers. There's this one. I think their channel name on YouTube is Hacksmith. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah,
They
I think
built
so.
like
They're
an actual lightsaber.
yeah.
And you got to imagine if a YouTuber can start to figure that out,
The
people
government's got to be
scientists
ahead,
can
right?
do it, man.
they've got to be ahead. They're in other countries. Do you guys know of any other Area 51s in other countries? Or are they just
No.
so much smarter than the USA they don't make it like a meme, basically?
Okay, well, either A, there is, and they're just like better at hiding it. Because to be fair, the complex is mostly underground, but if you go out in the middle of nowhere, you're gonna see a massive complex. Area 51, do not cross. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, you're just telling us where it's at. Versus like just saying private property, no trespassing,
Yeah,
government
if you- yeah, you're,
property,
like,
and you're just
warning.
saying exactly what it is. So then people are like, okay, well, this is here. And to elaborate on your lightsaber thing, as I've heard, I don't know if this was real or not. This could have been like some fake news, knowing Twitter and all the internet, they just do this. That scientists are working on lightsabers. I mean, ones that you can like fight with, like in the movies. Versus theirs were just concentrated plasma to cut things. I mean, lightsabers that you can like fight with, like duel with.
What would the purpose be for that, though?
I have no clue, because like, what's the point? I mean, hell, you're just gonna get shot if you use it as a weapon. So what is it then?
It could be like for criminals. I mean, if you're breaking into a safe and you can just
What about like
So
security?
you're saying the government's helping people rob
just
people?
stab someone with a...
No, I mean, like, what if you've
Home
got doors instead of jail cells?
Oh, it's laser.
plasma.
Oh, like
mean-
that's like a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
door.
that would be dangerous.
Oh, you could just kill yourself then. If you're a
Yeah,
prisoner,
that's-
that would
that's just
probably
automatic
run the
easy
suicide
death.
up in
Yeah,
prison.
easy death, like easy get out
Spawn
of jail free
killed?
card. Yeah, get out of jail free card. So
Wow.
Easy get you. Or maybe they're just ready to be done.
I think what it would be best suited for is mainly experiments, like science-related things, and home defense. Because if it works like a lightsaber, and I mean if, that means bullets can be deflected by it, but that would require like the Force, and that's not real.
Well,
Wait,
hold
but they're
on.
not using metal bullets.
Wait, what are you going to say, Jacob?
But if you remember, in Star Wars, the Mandalorians had bullets, and they were still able to be deflected. just
Tyler,
fine.
let me remind you, that is a show. Jacob, what were you going to say?
How do you know the Force isn't real?
Because we can't lift things with our mind.
Well, maybe you
Have
just
you
don't
tried?
have the Force.
I think everyone's tried, at least at one point.
Well,
It's
maybe
true.
the
Most
people
guys,
that
at least.
haven't tried should be trying because maybe it is real.
Maybe we're just not worthy. You know, some people aren't like worthy for the Force. We just can't.
Maybe
do it.
you're just an upset
No, this is
non-Jedi.
this is like Thor's hammer. You like have to be worthy to use it. No, if I'm correct, then this is nerd me coming out. The way the Force works is the more midichlorians you have in your body, the more strong connection you have to it.
We don't have any midichlorians then.
Yeah.
And you said home defense. How in the world is plasma going to be a home defense?
Well,
Hey,
let's-
where'd little Johnny... Oh
He
my
got the
gosh.
plasma knife.
He got into the plasma. He went through the plasma door. It would be too. You can't. How would you market
Imagine someone, you come inside to the store, you get the thing, you're like, okay, this is probably a toy. You turn it on, you start smacking a tree, or not a tree, like let's say you're trying to cut wood, you're just messing around. You know when you like cut firewood and it cuts straight through it. It's like, oh,
when did they get out of the store? You went from the store to cutting wood.
This is an example.
Tyler, slow down. You just lost everyone.
Okay. So you
I said, how would you sell this to families to use plasma? And you started talking about chopping firewood.
In the store, then they are chopping
I know you're
wood.
trying to say you could use plasma knife maybe to chop firewood.
Okay.
But how would you sell?
My point is, what if you go to this? Let's say it's been made and all that. You see the ad on TV, like, oh, this seems cool. You go to the store, you buy it, and then you get home and you think it's fake. You're like, oh, it's probably just a toy. And you mess around before giving it to your son because you want to make sure it's safe. You turn it on. It's like, oh, this is cool. Why was this so expensive? You smack it on something and it cuts straight through it. It's like, oh, this is real. So now if someone breaks into your house, let's say with a knife or not a gun, likely. If your gun just going to probably do the same thing you always do. And last Suka podcast, we discussed that.
Oh, we did.
Yes.
And I would love to cover and hear what Jacob thinks again. Did you see that episode, Jacob?
I did see that episode.
Where this is kind of taking us off topic of, I don't know where Tyler was quite going
I
with
was a
that
little
last
lost.
one. I get your point. You're saying it's a scary thing, but I don't think it would ever work in a home.
It's like if someone comes in your house, they want to hurt you, you just cut them in half.
I think it's just a better knife.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
just-
going to beat a gun, but maybe
lightsabers
it's a
are this-
little
It never
better.
needs to be sharper.
It might. It's in a way, it's worse than a knife because you're doing enough to like inflict a burn, which could kill. When you're
That's why
using
you
like a knife, I
cut
feel like you're
them
trying
in
to
half.
injure. Okay,
their head off.
You're gonna try to cut
Wow.
someone. You're gonna tell me no one's gonna get. You're like 1 sec. Let me just get that perfect line right
You know
down
how
the middle.
lightsabers work, right? They don't. They're so hot. It's like clean.
Yeah.
So wouldn't
Very
that make your
clean.
hands sweat and it just slip and you'd cut yourself?
If you, Jacob, we know how you get. We know how you get. But
Me?
yes, you always talk about sweating all the time.
What? In,
How would
Real
so?
life.
Okay, we're in a scenario. Someone's breaking into your house. This time, your only option is a plasma knife. Walk us through how you're gonna defend an home invasion.
are you more screwed or are you less screwed?
Less screwed. First of all, are we talking a plasma knife or are we talking a full-on lightsaber?
First, we're gonna do a
What's the
plasma
difference?
knife.
Well, then I just turn it on and throw it at him. Straight.
What if
straight
you
to the head.
miss?
Straight to the head. If I miss, then screw me. I'm dead.
Why would you not just run up to him?
Well, it depends. Okay. Well.
And give the viewers in the past what I'll just do a quick recap. In the past, Tyler said that to stop a home invasion, he would lure them into a room, hide behind a wall, hit them with a karate move in the head, and
The
then
neck.
render them.
The neck, to be more specific.
Okay, hit them in the neck. I'm getting this right, Tyler?
Yeah.
And he would, it would basically be a lure trap. And if not, he would go grab a shotgun.
I mean, it's like most Americans have some weapon for self-defense, and a lot of times it ends up being a gun, and especially a shotgun if you're a hunter or a redneck or some sort of American who just isn't American.
So now what would you do? You've got
what's
the
an
plasma.
American? What's an American who's not an American?
What?
If you're American, you likely have a gun in your house. Normally, it's a shotgun or a pistol. Pistol for self-defense or shotgun for hunting, typically. Maybe a rifle.
Okay, so right now you're describing what type of guns Americans might have. So you're saying, you're kind of just proving, okay, I have a shotgun because I'm a real American.
Who's
Yeah,
got the plasma
if I
rifles?
walk into a house and I see an AK-47, I'm turning around because that's not an American, that's a Russian. That's a Russian model weapon.
Why does this person have a AK-47 in the front of their house when you walk in?
that's a good
There's our AK.
AK.
Oh, I mean,
vodka.
there's our AK. AK, vodka, AK, more vodka. I gotta go.
Don't even keep it like in a safe, just hanging up on the wall.
This is,
Okay. No. I mean, like, if they have, like, a military-grade weapon, they don't, that's a little bit kind of on the sus side.
he's saying
Wow.
suspicious. Sus is short for suspicious.
Thank you, Among Us, for that term.
So he's saying, don't carry anything other than a pistol for self-defense, a shotgun for hunting, or you
Or a
are
plasma.
suspicious.
No, it's just like...